YouTube's happening. It's Friday, October 24th, and we're talking NBA now. This is video 2 of 5 today. I know, busy day. So we're breaking these games down somewhat. We don't have spreadsheets with stats yet. We need every team to play 2 games so we have an average of see what's happening. So really, we want 5 games, if anything. So, but here are the games. We have 11 or 12 games going on today. We're going to break these down. I think it's 12, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, 12 games. We're going to go through these, see if we can find some value with the props, side total, whatever. Last night was wild. I don't know. There was only 2 games, but it was wild. We have a double overtime madness game between OKC. OKC's had 2 thrillers in a row now, which they've won both of them. Only won by 6, though. Siakam balled out. He hit this line in the 3rd quarter. That was great. Chet, yeah, what happened to Chet? First game, great. Second game, not so much. Jokic only had 44 PRA, but who knew AG was going to drop a 50 bar? Who knew that? Who knew? Who knew Gordon was going to put up 50? Exactly. And then Kuminga had 23.5 PRA, and Curry's out here dropping 44 like it's 2015 again. So, hey, wild day. So if you want the plays typed out for every sport, or you want access to the spreadsheets, that's baseball, but it'll look like this. Actually, it's going to look like this when it's done. It's going to be NBA based, but it's going to have all our data. So until then, which it ain't ready yet, don't look at it. It's not ready. So go check out the HQ, check out Outlier. It's all there for you. Enough wasting time. We got 12 games. Let's get to the first one right now. Okay, so we have our 12 games. We're going to roll through these and see if we can find some type of value out there. Who knows what we're going to find? We'll refresh the props real quick. First game on the slate is going to be Milwaukee and Toronto. So we want to go ahead and I want to pull up the matchup and everything. Currently, we see Toronto is a 1.5 point favorite at home with a 234.5 favorite. We come over here to our matchups and we can come on down here to our lineup so we can see who's going to be playing. Rollins, Green, Trent. What's wrong with Giannis? Back soreness from carrying the team so much because he hit the 50.5 PRA for us last time. Beautiful stuff. If he's not playing, oh, buddy. Quickly, Barrett, you see the basic lineup for Toronto. So Porter and Giannis. I remember last year, Giannis would have a game time decision tag like every game. It was annoying. A couple players do that. Anyways, Toronto side, who's hurt? Let's see. I don't know who you are. And Walter is game time decision with an illness. Okay, good to know. Good stuff. So let's pop over to the props so we can see. This is Outlier. You know this. Link in the pin comment. Go get you a week for free. It's there. Change this up. We want Bucks and Raptors. Now we're still using last 5 just because it's here. We're not actually using it. We're just using the names so we can kind of see who does what. So who do we want to take? If anything, let's see. I have all my props. These are the props I'm using. It's going to be the 4 combo props, which is going to be points, assists, points, rebounds, assists, PRA, and then also use threes. That covers everything I need because I can do singles in there too, like points or assists or rebounds. So it works out nicely. Giannis has an injury designation, so we're not going to take him today. Not today. If anything, we're going to look at, we'll look at Jakob. Why not? We'll look at AJ Green for some threes. Maybe a little Grady Dick for threes. That's good stuff. Anybody else we might want to do? Scotty Barnes balled out last game, I do believe. So there's a few. We're not going to be too crazy. If it doesn't look good, we're not taking anything. So and we're going 2025. Jakob points, assists. Why would I take a center for assists? Get the hell off my screen. PRA though. Yeah, that doesn't look great. No. Oh, sorry, we clicked it. AJ Green, I want threes for you. Absolutely. Where are your threes at, my friend? 3-point made right there. Ooh, 3.2 on the 2.5. That's with a 0 here. 2025, he is 3 on a 2.5 plus 119. I will chase today. I will chase some props today if I have to. No problem. So, so far, I like this. What else we got? Grady Dick to hit. I want Grady Dick for some threes too. How about that? Yeah. Not as good. Not as good. 1.8. I don't like that as much. Sorry. And then Scotty Barnes, points, rebounds. He did ball out last game. And then before last 3 games of last season, it's not bad. Usually it's better. How's his assists look? He doesn't pass much, does he? Oh, he does. My bad. Mobby. Barnes, 30.5, especially if Giannis isn't playing, or if he does play, he's banged up. Scotty Barnes is so good. You know what? I'm taking Barnes. I'm taking Barnes over 30.5 PRA. Gotta go Scooty Bonds. If you don't want that, AJ Green for some threes might be a fun one, but they're on the road. I don't know if I love that. But yeah, give me Scotty at home to get the 31 PRA next. All right, game 2 is going to be Atlanta at Orlando. Currently, we got Magic with a 4.5 point favorite at home. 235.5 is our totes. We pop over here to our matchup so we can see who's doing what. We see you have a game time decision with a right ankle sprain. Like a sprained ankle, ain't nothing to play with. Young, Daniels, Johnson, Tingus Pingus, Suggs, Sweet Prince, Wagner, Show and Carter. Okay, not bad. Not bad little lineup. Let's go to props. You already know where I'm going, but hey, I'm gonna show you everything anyways. Don't worry. So why is that baseball? Go away. So we have everything. I went through and pulled out some names. You got to look at Franz. We got to look at Banchero. You got to look at the main ones because how Orlando's going to play this year. You know, the big three is going to do their things. So let's look at Franz. He had a. Let me go over here. Bang. 36, let's see, 2025. He had 34 in this first game on a 32 line. Could be a play, absolutely. We look at Banchero. His is always going to be a little higher. I don't like the fact that they overprice him a little bit because he, look, see, 36 on 36 and a half. I can't do that. So get off my screen. And lastly, we got Mr. Bain, 30 on a 27. He did quite well. And he took the most shots, I do believe. So, and he missed a good bit with shots he would normally make. He's a damn good 3-point shooter. So I might, yeah, I'm taking Bain. And also, if you want to see Pingus, he had 29 PRA, which going up against Wendell Carter and Banchero, that might actually do work. If he gets in there and bangs with them, he could be getting like double-digit rebounds too. So this will be my second choice if I had to pick, honestly. But I'm going Bane first, obviously. Got to go with the Sweet Prince. He respects coin. If you were here last year, you know how much money he made us. If you're new this year, like, damn, this dude really likes Desmond Bain. Yeah, I do, because he makes us lots of money. So he's already 1-for-1 this year. This was him last year. Look at all that green. Beautiful stuff. We're taking Bain, put on the list. Next. All right, game 3 is going to be Boston and New York. Let me go ahead and pull up our roster. There we go. Currently, what do we have New York was? It is Knicks 3.5-point favorites at home with a 229.5 total. Head over here to our lineups and see who we got cooking over here. And looks like we got White, Pritchard, Brown, Hauser, and Quetta is going to be the starters for Boston. And OG's banged up a little bit. Towns is banged up a little bit. Let's see. Lineup Garza and Tatum's obviously still out. We go to the Knicks and OG game time decision, Hart game time decision. Mitchell Robinson's out with an ankle, just an ankle, and Towns has still has a quad strain. So the Knicks are a little banged up out there. So yeah, let's go pop over to the props. See what we got over here cooking. So get rid of you and you change this over to the Knicks. And what do we have? Very few to pick from. It's going to be, I'm not taking somebody with an injury designation. I just don't do that. Cat didn't even look that good out there when he was out there. So he looks slow. Did it look a little slow? It looked slow to me. So we'll look at Jaylen Brown. He doesn't even have an injury designation, which means he must be doing all right. Cat's a little banged up. Derek White is going to launch a whole just gaggle of threes. So I will absolutely look at that. I keep forgetting Simons is on the team now because, hell, he's not even starting. Pritchard starting. So, and Pritchard for threes, absolutely. That should be a play too. Because, you know, there's one team's going to shoot threes. It's Boston. They love the three. Live and die by it. They don't care. Let's see. We got to grab some Brunson while we're here. We got to look at that. We got to look at Bridges because Bridges balls out. Let's see. Let's see. Where Brunson, where you at? There you are. Down here. Found you. So that's enough. We'll see what we got. JB. Let's see what we go with JB. Let's go PRA so we can get an idea of what he's been up to. 2025, he had 35 on a 36 PRA, 25, 6 and 4. Pretty good game for him. Can't complain. I don't like that though. His line's way too high. We need a lower line, so go away. Can't take that one. Derek White points assists. No. We want PRA with Derek White or threes. Options galore. Yeah, 25, 4 and 3, but he has a much kinder line than JB does. So we could take this, and he's still going to put up 20 plus points. He's also going to put up a bunch of threes. So where's he at? 4 threes, not bad. PRA is better with him, so we'll leave that on the PRA. Pritchard's got to be threes only. We don't care about nothing but threes for him. And he only hit one last game. Get off my screen. Not today. Once we start getting our spreadsheets going, we find out who the bad 3-point teams are, the defensive wise. Boston's going to, yeah, those are going to be heavy 3-point plays. That's absolutely. Bridges points assists. No. PRA 2025. What'd you do? You did a 27 on a 23. Not bad. Take that off. And then JB, the other JB, what are you doing? What did you do? You only had 37's your line. You only had, yeah, I'm going to go Derek White. We're going to trust White. So White has a nice line over 29.5 PRA. Now, the one thing about Derek White is if you were here, you know, Derek White is going to make you sweat. It don't matter what the game is. He can hit it a bunch. Like, look at last year. When his lines were lower, when he was in the 20 range, look at all the ones that potentially, can I bump this down to 20 so I can show you what I'm talking about here? Like, he would have lines around 20 last year, and he would hit it a bunch. Not 19, that's way too damn low, but he would have that, and like 24 and a half, like, but he would make you sweat. Like, you're going to wait till like 2 minutes left in the game to hit this, but hey, that's the whole point of the game. So I'm taking it at the normal 29.5 because I think with Tatum out, he's got to pick up the slack, and you see clearly he did that. So give me that. We're going to move on next. Moving on, next game, Cleveland and Brooklyn. Let me open this up, scroll on down to the matchup. And what do we have on our lines over here? Brooklyn, Cleveland's 11.5 point favorite on the road, 230.5. Let's go over here so we can zoom to the matchups. Who do we have? Mitchell hit the PRA for us last time. That was great. I think it was PA, actually. I didn't have rebounds for him, so he hit either way. That was good. Hunter's game time decision with what? Right knee bruise. Garland's still out with surgery. Strus is out with surgery. So there's your team. Mainly around the two bigs. Which one? Mobley had a good game, which means it's time for Jalen Allen to have a good game. That's what they do. They take one off. So Brooklyn has Saraf, Thomas, Man, Porter, and my God. All right. I mean, well, all right, whatever. With the first pick in the NBA draft, I mean, well, that doesn't matter in NBA because, all right, who's the top player and where do they live? The Jazz are probably. It's going to be that AJ guy from the BYU. That's what's going to be. He's going to be the first overall pick, and the Jazz are somehow going to get the first pick. When it happens more than like 3 or 4 times in 20 years, you got to start questioning things. So it's an entertainment league. They can do what they want legally. So, anyways, moving on. I digress. What do we want to take here? Who's going to put up all the things? I'm not saying Clowney. We got to look. Now, I'm very concerned about a blowout here. We have a double-digit spread for a team on the road. Blowout is absolutely on the table. So under props could be a play if you really want to go that route. If you want to, I don't. Cam Thomas is going to keep shooting no matter what because we know how Cam Thomas likes to shoot. If anything, PRA maybe. We got Donovan, we got Cam. I'm not doing Mobley or Jared Allen anytime soon until we establish which one's the good one. Probably Mobley. He did ball out, but I swear if I take Mobley, he's going to have like 3 points. You know he is. This is what he does to me. Anyways, I'm not taking Lonzo. Sorry. I know somebody commented, well, Lonzo. Be for real. Stop it. Stop it. Anyways, what else we got? I was looking for Michael Porter a little bit, see maybe because Michael Porter going to take a lot of shots. But I don't. Ugh, he ain't showing. Why ain't he showing? There he is. Found him. All right, let's look. See what he did in this game one. He had 12-5. Ew, against Charlotte. You let Charlotte whip your ass at home. Charlotte beat you by 21. What is Cleveland going to do? Charlotte ain't a good team. Mobley. Why is Mobley shooting 4 threes? I see. Annoying. What's your PRA? What did you do? You had 22-60. I can't take that. No, can't trust that one bit. Cam Thomas only had 15 points. Charlotte shut you down like that? Again, trash. Donovan Mitchell, I'm worried about the blowout. So I'm so worried about the blowout, I'm going to take him off, and we're actually going to focus on the line itself and say, okay, if Charlotte can whoop Brooklyn by 21 points, Cleveland better whoop them by 21 points. I don't care if the game is outside in the rain. They better win by 21 points. Give me Cleveland 11.5 next. All right, moving on to the next one, which is going to be San Antonio and New Orleans. Wemby, MVP. Are we in agreement? I mean, that dude is disgustingly good all of a sudden. Like, I don't know all of a sudden, but we knew this. But the way what he did against Dallas is like, if you watch like any second of that game, you're like, oh my God, that ain't fair. That ain't fair against AD, one of the best defensive players in the league. Exactly. Anywho, come on down here. Spurs 4.5. Yeah. Spurs 4.5. Done. 233. We'll still look at everything else just because. Let's change this up to the Spurs right there. Matchup. Come on down. Yeah, Wemby's going to make skinny Zion look foolish today. You just know he is. So, yeah, good luck. It just ain't happening. I'm sorry, it just ain't happening. Fox, Olnick, okay, Spurs still have some people out, but that lineup's still good. They got Castle at point with Vassell at Barnes. That's a nice lineup. And then you can throw Aaron Fox back into it here soon. Man, and then Jeremy, yeah, good stuff. But what the Pelicans got out? Let's see, Missy is what? Right ankle issue. Looney is out with a sprain. Murray is out with the surgery. You see the rest of the team. I think Poole balled out for him a little bit last time. So either way, I'm gonna tell you right now, I want Spurs 4.5. Spurs are gonna be a problem this year, I'm pretty certain. So Spurs. Let's see what we got line wise. We'll look at Castle. I'm down for Castle, but it's almost like but they're gonna overinflate Wemby's line. You just know they are. Wemby, where you at? There he is. I'll say how far down I gotta go. He's right there. So let's start with him. Keep it simple. Keep it a buck. 2025. Let's go PRA so we can see what he did. 40, 15, and 3. Yeah. We don't need assists. Just give me points and rebounds. Simple stuff, which is right there. He's at 39. Dude can drop 40 a game right now because one, he's just way taller than everybody. He's bigger, and then he has the guard. He's a 7'6" guard out there playing. So this feels like free money for a while until they start putting this line at 45, 50. So he's going to start having Jokic lines here soon because it's just that type of just nasty. Because he can hit threes, he can do everything. And if you did it to AD, what are you going to do against Zion and Missy and Herb Jones? No. No. Wemby over 39.5 PRA. And then we're adding a line and we're going Spurs. Not PRA, just PR. I don't need the A. Get rid of the assist, just a PR. But I am adding Spurs as well. So, let's see, San SA minus 4.5. I'm taking both Wemby and the Spurs. Give me both. You want to see Castle real quick? I got him pulled up. 2025. He's very consistent. Look at his last 5 games, last 10 games. Look how dude's extra consistent on points assist. He's going to give you exactly what he needs. That is too consistent. I need a little bit of pop, but yeah, give me Wemby, give me Spurs next. All right, going over to Detroit and Houston now. Let me go ahead and pull this up right here. Detroit versus the Quad Towers of Houston. Yeah, the 4-6-11 dudes. I can't wait till they play San Antonio. That's the matchup I want to see right now. Of all the matches in the NBA, I want to see the Quad Towers versus Wemby. That's all I want right now. But what do we have? We have Detroit versus Houston. It is 6.5 Houston, 225.5 total. Come over here to the lineups. Let's look at matchup and let's see what we got. Scroll down. Cade and them, Robinson, Thompson. I'm sorry. Duran's not going to do anything against this big ass lineup. You know he's not. He just man, just man. Look at the quad. I'm calling them the Quad Towers. I don't know. No one's else. I haven't heard anybody call him that. That's why I'm calling him that. So if you hear somebody call him that, I said first. Adams, Sengun, Smith, I mean, it's nasty. It's disgusting. Let's go over here. Sengun balled out last game too, so we got to look at that too. See how we want to take him again because dude dropped what 39 last game, something crazy like that. So Rockets, scroll, Sengun. We got to look at Cade because Cade's not the only thing I would even consider taking on Detroit. Let's see who else. Durant. We took a look at Durant too, but that's the only 3 I want to look at. I don't want to look at Smith. I don't want to look at Adams or Thompson. I want to look at Sengun. And 2025 PRA, he popped off on 57, 39, 11, and 7. His line's 36. I want to take him for 105 here, and I also want to take Houston by 6.5. I want to do both. I think we're going to do both because I can. I'm a man. I'm 40. Do what I want. 17 for Cade on the PR. PRA was what? He had 40 in his last game against Chicago. Good stuff, 23, 7, and 10. He's going to need that and then some today, I think. So no Cade. Durant had a nice 23 and 9. Usual stuff, 30. Yeah, good stuff. Yeah, we got to go Sengun, though. And we're going to double dip again. I know, double dip chip again. Yep. So let's go Sengun over 36.5 PRA. And then we also going to go Houston minus 6.5. I'm taking both. And I think we got to do a money line parlay. Y'all want a money line parlay? I got you. So let me go ahead and just type that bad boy out real quick. And then we got to change the font to white so I can see it. And then we got to center it. Yeah, money line parlay. We're going to go ahead and put Cleveland. Make sure I have this up. Yep. Make that white. Yep. We're going to go Cleveland in there. We're going to put San Antonio in there. We're going to put Houston in there. I'm tempted to put Orlando in there. You know what? I am going to put Orlando in there because Orlando. So far, I got 4 in there in the money line parlay. How about that? How about them apples? Yeah. So there we go. Next. All right. We got 6 games left. There's a couple games in here I do not like. Just from the looks of it, I'm like, yeah. Like Washington, Dallas is coming up. Utah, Sacramento. There's some games Clippers. What was that out there? So many things. So I don't mind doubling up some of these other games I like. So what are we on to now? Miami and Memphis. We currently have Memphis is 2.5 point favorite at home with a 233 point. Let's pop over here, back this up. Let's go Miami, Memphis. Boom, boom, scroll. Who do we got? Miami's lineup looking good. Hero still out with surgery. You see all that. Not injury related, huh? I wonder what's going on with scary Terry Rozier. Huh. Like how they're not injury related. Just to put arrested, FBI, jail time. I mean, it's something even funnier. Job, Pope, Wells. There's your Milwaukee, your Memphis lineup. I can't stop laughing. Oh man, it's so funny. It's funny. It's funny when criminals get caught. It's hilarious. Anywho, moving on. Trying to scam everybody out of money. Shameful actions. We want Miami. Thank you. And then there we go. Who do we want to take? We gotta look at Jaw. Jaw's banged up. What's wrong with Jaw? Oh, let's go back and look at Jaw real quick. Jaw, what's wrong with you, buddy? Ooh, look at all the injuries. Damn, there's a lot of injuries. Okay, we see Jaw's ankle soreness. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. Okay, what are we gonna do here? So we're not taking Jaw. If they have an injury, we don't look at it. We just don't do it. Jaron Jackson should be a look at somebody we should take for sure. Wells is playing the 3. Oh Lord, that's crazy. Santi's not bad. That's cool. I think Jackson's be the only play I would take from the Memphis side if I can find him. What? There he is. I'll say, where is he? From the other side, I looked at Bam last time, but he didn't do as much as I thought he was. So I kind of don't like Miami to the point. This is one of those games I kind of don't like. Jaron Jackson had 18 and 1 on the assist. What about how many rebounds you have, guy? 27 PRA to 31. I don't like that. Yeah, this is gonna be one of those passes I just don't like. There's nothing about this one I want to nah, pass. Next. Okay, moving on. We got Washington and Dallas. I just talked about this game, how I don't really like it, but we'll look at it. Dallas 9.5, 227. Let's go look at the matchup so we can look some rosters and see if there's anything worth the name in this one. I don't know if there is, but we're gonna find out. Scroll on down. Bub, Column, George, Milton, Sar. Don't love that lineup. Bilal's out with surgery. We go to Dallas' side. We got Cooper. Is Cooper running point now? Okay. Okay. Whatever. Because usually it goes point, shooting guard, small forward, power, center. That's what they usually do. Okay. That's a weird lineup. I don't know if Dallas is as good as people think they might be. But again, they played the Spurs. They played Wemby. So I mean, we'll give them a couple games of doubt in there before we start making pure judgments. They're not. I mean, we know Washington's not gonna be good. That's just a fact. We know that. So let's see. Maybe some props. Now if Dallas is good, this will be a blowout. And then I'm worried about, people like PJ or Flag or Coop or Clay or Anthony Davis actually playing a full game. So little concerned because didn't the one game they played wasn't that game just a straight blowout? Let me look at the Washington score. I can just grab it down here. No, well, 2025. They lost by 13 at Milwaukee. Milwaukee doesn't. I don't know. Not loving it. Let's go, Pete. Let's grab PJ. Let's grab. We can grab Clay threes. That's all he's good for anymore. 80 for sure. That's good enough. Let's grab Cooper Flag because I know he's on here. Cooper, got you. Start with Cooper first. What'd you do in your first real game? So you had 10 points, 10 rebounds, and no assists. But you're running the point. That makes sense. That's Dallas right there for you. That's Dallas. Yeah, get off my screen. Anthony Davis. Let's see your PR. We don't need just points, rebounds. 2025. You had 22 and 13 for 35. Your line is 37. That's too high. I mean, you should dominate Washington, but again, blowout potential. No. And Clay for threes. That's all we care about with you. And you hit 1. Get off my screen. And lastly, PJ is. Yeah, I don't. This is another one's passes. Don't love it. Moving on. Next. All right, moving on to Minnesota and the Lakers. And currently we have Minnesota 2.5 on the road, 225. Let's pop over here to our stuff so we can see the lineups at least. The Lakers are right. Where are the Lakers? Right there. Found them. Got them right here. Matchup. Scroll down. Lineups. DiVincenzo, Edwards, Daniels, Randall, Gobert. Nice little lineup. Braun is still not playing. Braun. What's wrong with Braun? Right back pinched nerve. Ouch. Wish they say how long they think he'd be out because we don't know. So he ain't playing today. That's all that matters. So out. So Minnesota, anybody out? No, Minnesota's healthy. So good to know. I feel like this is going to be. I mean, we took Luka last game to dominate, and Luka's going to do Luka things. So this is either Luka or Ant. I don't want to take nobody else in this one. I'd be damned if I take Gobert props again. I remember last year, Gobert just ate the money, all of it. So Luka, Ant. It's the only two I care about in this one. Sorry. Let's see, Luka, and I want PRA Luka. Boom. He had a 43, 12, and 9. As long as Braun's out, I mean, just keep taking this. He's going to have to do this if they want to stay in it. Like, it's 48. So if he goes 27, 10, and 10, that's 47 right there. So a 47 triple-double easily on 27, 10, 10. Let's see, Ant, what'd you do? You had 41 in your game. Who'd you play? Portland? Yeah. Now, are you sure you actually did this, or was Chauncey, letting you win? You gotta check. You never know. You never know. So we gotta find out. PRA 49 with you. I think I could see them having a battle where they go back and forth. 48.5 and 37.5. I almost want to take Ant because we know Luca's defense and is non-existent. We know that. So Ant 37.5 is the play I want to go for. So Ant's 37.5 PRA. I can see him trying to ball out against Luca. Luca's line is a little smidge too high. I think it's still good play, but with LeBron being out, but I can get Ant for 10 less. I'm down. Give me that. Next up, Golden State Portland. Pass. I don't want nothing to do with Portland for at least a couple of games so we can figure out what the hell's going on because Chauncey in the jail right now. So I don't know. Thiago Splitter, you remember the guy from the Spurs a few years ago as a center, is now the coach. So I mean, it's Golden State 1.5. This is one of those situations like, why is the line only 1.5? You got to ask questions like, what? Huh? Let me go. Are they going to put? Let me go look at the lineup. So we gotta look. It's just. I'm sorry. It's so funny to me. The whole situation's funny. So we come over here. We come down. Except for the people that lost money. That ain't funny for them. But that was the books. Then it is funny. Yeah, whatever. We got Curry. You see the whole team. Melton, Mooney up. Cool. Portland. Yeah, you see who's there, who's out. Coach out for season, out for career, out for just donezo, done data. I can't know. There's a reason why this line's only 1.5. They know something. I don't know what they know, but they know something. So I ain't messing with this one. I took Denny last time and he came up short barely, but not today. You're not getting me twice. So I'll show you a couple props though in case you want to see him. Like, who do you want to see? Curry? Because Curry bought out yesterday and now he's on the road again. So it's a back-to-back and the old man on the road. And Curry my age now. So it's them knees be clicking when you move around too much. So I don't know. I think he might need a day off. Let's give Curry a break. That might be why. Curry might not be playing. That might be what's happening. So, yeah, I'm not doing none of this. Let's just skip this one. Move on. Next. 2 games left. Utah, Sacramento time. Currently, Sacramento 4.5 at home. 2:33. Pop over here. Change this and go down to, there's the Jazz. Can't miss that bright-ass yellow. And matchup, scroll, we got George, something I can't say, Laurie, Filipowski, Kessler versus Schroeder, Levine, L. Schroeder, and Sabonis game time. Sabonis, what's wrong with Sabonis? Sabonis is right hamstring strain. You don't need him. You don't need him against Utah. Maybe. It's not impressed. Not impressed. The only thing I would even want to take is Sabonis in this one. And the fact Sabonis is the one banged up, no. What would I take? Sentinel? I don't think so. Fee? I don't think so. No. Filipowski? No, I'm not taking any of this. Like, why is it 4.5? Is this because Sabonis might not play? See, we don't have to play every game. This is some of those ones I don't like this one either. I'll scroll through. You can kind of see what the people's stuff are, but I'm passing. Moving on. Next. Last game. Suns, Clippers, pass. I'm going to tell you right now. Clippers look so damn old in their last game. They just looked like the old guys looked old, like old. So, and no, who would you, it was the Jazz you played, right? Currently it's Clippers 9.5 at home. I don't know about that. I don't know about that one. Let me back up into the show. Let me come down here, grab this, scroll down. Harden, Bill, Leonard. That's an old team right there. And Booker, I thought Booker would do better. He didn't. So I'm a little annoyed by Booker. So we come over here. We change this up to the last one, which is Suns Clippers. And I can grab somebody like Booker or Chris Paul. We know is old Kawhi. Look at Kawhi. Zubac's always a fun one to grab against however the hell you say that name. We'll see. I'm not doing Bill. I'm not doing Grayson Allen. I'm not doing those. Sorry. You can do those if you want to. I am not. So what the hell is Booker? There we go. Found him. Points says exactly what we want to take with him. And see, he only had 31 or 34, and his line was like 38. So yeah, I thought he was going to score more. He needs more than 31 points if he's going to do anything. So nope. Zubac obviously always does pretty good stuff. 19.7. That's it. See, I need him grabbing 15. He needs 15. Yeah, that's nope. Who'd you play out? Utah beat you by 21 points. That's for shame. You're banned until you show different. You're just auto banned from the start. So yeah, no, we ain't doing that at all. I can't do it, won't do it. Nope, not a chance. So let me go back over to the schedule and do this. Thank you. So that's it for Friday. That's enough. We have a lot of plays. We double dipped on a couple games. I think it's good. Tomorrow, Saturday, it's mainly college football day, but we have 5 games. I will be back. We'll do a video. to Saturday or Sunday, hell, maybe Monday, I don't know. One of these days I'll have spreadsheets ready and we'll start using that data to actually make some plays. So, okay. Appreciate you being here. Drop a like, subscribe, check out the HQ, check out Outlier, and I will see you tomorrow on Saturday for some more NBA. Peace.